because you earned it.
As UFC 296 unfolds, the event showcases an electrifying matchup featuring Tony Ferguson squaring off against Paddy Pimblett. Don't miss the action and delve into our comprehensive UFC odds series, where we break down and offer insights into our prediction for the Ferguson-Pimblett showdown. As the action unfolds at UFC 296's main card, the spotlight shines on a compelling lightweight division clash featuring Tony Ferguson and Paddy Pimblett. Ferguson, amid a challenging phase, grapples with a significant six-fight losing streak, marking it as the lengthiest downturn in his illustrious career and among the most extended slumps within the current UFC roster. Meanwhile, Pimblett basks in the glory of an impressive 6 consecutive victories, showcasing an unbeaten streak with 4 wins in the UFC octagon. Their impending showdown at UFC 296 promises to be a clash of momentum and resilience. To gain an in-depth perspective and strategic insights into the Ferguson-Pimblett confrontation, explore our comprehensive UFC odds series. Our detailed analysis and prediction aim to provide you with valuable considerations before making your pick for this highly anticipated bout. Tony Ferguson, with a record of 25-9, has been a far cry from his former self, experiencing defeat in each of his last 6 fights. His most recent loss came by way of submission in the 3rd round against Bobby Green during their UFC 291 clash. Eager to reverse this downward trend, Ferguson aims to regain his momentum in a pivotal showdown against Paddy the Baddy Pimblett scheduled for this Saturday night at UFC 296. On the other hand, Paddy Pimblett, boasting a 23 record, emerges as a rising force within the lightweight division, securing victory in all 4 of his octagon appearances leading up to this highly anticipated matchup. With an eye on extending his winning streak to 7 consecutive victories overall and an impressive 5-fight win streak within the UFC, Pimblett gears up to face Tony Ferguson in a live showdown set at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Why Tony Ferguson will win? As Tony Ferguson navigates this phase in his career, he finds himself amidst a significant downturn, grappling with a series of 6 consecutive losses extending back to May 2020. His recent defeat against Bobby Green, where he succumbed to a 3rd-round submission, underscores this challenging period in his professional journey. Despite Ferguson seemingly approaching a critical juncture in his career, his resilience and skill set still pose a substantial threat to fighters like Paddy Pimblett. Despite Pimblett's experience encompassing over 20 professional fights, evident gaps persist in his game. Furthermore, Ferguson's recent fights have exclusively been against the elite competitors within the fiercely competitive lightweight division, highlighting the caliber of challenges he has faced. In contemplating the impending showdown, if even a glimpse of Ferguson's former brilliance resurfaces, it could drastically alter the anticipated dynamics of this clash. Such a resurgence from Ferguson is poised to elevate the level of competition and present Pimblett with a significantly more formidable and demanding matchup than conventional analysis might anticipate. Why Paddy Pimblett will win? Paddy Pimblett's ascent as a prominent figure in the UFC's lightweight division continues to gain momentum. Dubbed as the Baddy, he boasts an impressive streak, securing victories in his last 6 bouts, including a flawless record of 4 wins within the UFC octagon. Although his recent victory against Jared Gordon raised some doubts, preserving an undefeated status in the UFC remains a testament to his capabilities. This upcoming win stands as a crucial opportunity for Pimblett to solidify his position and demonstrate unequivocally that he merits a place among the elite in the fiercely competitive lightweight division. Pimblett showcases a well-rounded skill set without necessarily shining in any single area, displaying a consistent proficiency across the spectrum of fighting styles. In considering Ferguson's apparent decline, there exists a plausible scenario wherein Pimblett could potentially outclass him in striking exchanges. However, it appears that Pimblett's most viable route to securing victory lies within his grappling prowess. Remarkably, a significant portion of Pimblett's recent successes, specifically 4 out of his last 6 wins, has stemmed from commanding finishes on the mat. This pattern strongly suggests that his strategy for the upcoming bout against Ferguson is likely to heavily involve grappling tactics. By leveraging his exceptional ground game and capitalizing on Ferguson's potential vulnerabilities in that realm, Pimblett aims to steer the fight towards his comfort zone. The key to Pimblett's success seems to hinge on forcing Ferguson into grappling engagements, limiting the space for Ferguson's striking game. By controlling the pace and positioning of the fight, Pimblett aims to thwart Ferguson's strengths and capitalize on his own, setting the stage for a dominant performance. Should Pimblett effectively execute this game plan, there's a strong likelihood of him extending his win streak to 7, thereby solidifying his position and potentially lining up a compelling showdown against a ranked opponent in his subsequent UFC outing. Final Tony Ferguson Paddy Pimblett prediction AT pick. The impending matchup between these lightweight contenders is poised to deliver an exhilarating spectacle, promising an engaging scrap for however long the fight unfolds. Ferguson's recent track record of 6 consecutive losses paints a grim picture, notably stemming from the downturn triggered by a pivotal defeat against Justin Gaethje in the interim lightweight championship. This particular encounter seemed to catalyze a challenging phase in Ferguson's career, marking a significant decline. On the other side of the octagon, Pimblett's journey through the lightweight division hasn't yet encountered the upper echelon of competitors. However, this weekend's showdown against Ferguson presents a pivotal opportunity, albeit against a version of Ferguson that might not showcase his prime form. The clash between these two fighters promises to be captivating, offering an intriguing narrative. Ferguson battling to reclaim his former glory amidst a downward trajectory, and Pimblett stepping into the realm of the division's elite for the first time. The outcome of this bout stands as a crossroads moment for both athletes, with Ferguson seeking resurgence and Pimblett eyeing validation among the division's top-tier contenders. Initially, Ferguson is expected to pose challenges for Pimblett, particularly in the early stages of the fight. However, as the contest progresses, Pimblett's advantage should become more pronounced, especially considering Ferguson's recent trend of fading in the latter part of his fights, evident in his last 2 outings. The early rounds are anticipated to be closely contested, with both fighters vying for dominance. As the anticipation for UFC 296 reaches a crescendo, the collision between Tony Ferguson and Paddy Pimblett sets the stage for an electrifying showdown. Their contrasting journeys, with Ferguson navigating a turbulent career phase and Pimblett ascending as a rising force, converge in a clash that promises to redefine the lightweight division landscape. Ferguson's recent struggles mark a challenging chapter in his illustrious career, yet his resilience and experience present an intriguing challenge for Pimblett. Meanwhile, Pimblett's undefeated streak and well-rounded skill set position him as a formidable opponent poised to continue his winning momentum. The intricacies of this matchup present a tantalizing narrative, a battle of resilience versus ascent, redemption versus validation. With Ferguson aiming to rediscover his former brilliance and Pimblett seeking to solidify his status among the division's elite. This fight embodies the essence of high-stakes competition. As we dissected in our breakdown, both fighters possess pathways to victory, showcasing their distinct styles and strategies. Ferguson's history of facing elite competition and Pimblett's impressive ground game create an intriguing dynamic for fight enthusiasts worldwide. As the action unfolds, we anticipate an enthralling contest, starting with a closely contested early phase where both warriors vie for dominance. However, as the fight progresses, we foresee Pimblett's momentum and calculated approach taking precedence, potentially culminating in a ground-and-pound strategy that could secure him a submission victory, solidifying his position in the division. Regardless of the outcome, UFC 296 promises to deliver a spectacle of skill, determination, and grit. We invite you to join us in witnessing this clash of titans where Ferguson and Pimblett collide in a battle that could redefine their respective trajectories in the UFC's lightweight division. Stay tuned for our post-fight analysis, where we'll break down the key moments, analyze the strategies, and discuss the implications of this thrilling showdown. Don't miss out on the exhilarating action at UFC 296. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, fight fans, Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe.